Sometimes you get a surprise during the day. And so today's been kind of slow. I mean, I'm in Covington. We just got the all clear about the air. Turns out it wasn't dangerous, thank God. And business will get back to normal tomorrow. I'm kind of glad. Still questions about that plant. But news comes across, and a district judge in Fulton County, um, Judge McBurney, has struck down Georgia's 6-week abortion ban. And I looked at it and I'm blinked. I'm going, how can a district judge strike down a ban that had been affirmed by the Supreme Court? Well, thank God for the Midas touch and their legal guys. So what he explained was when this originally came up as a rule, McBurney had it on this court case and struck it down because it violated Roe v. Wade and privacy. Well, by the time it got to the state Supreme Court, Roe v. Wade had been overturned by Alito and his minions. And so the Supreme Court in a 6-1 decision overturned his decision and put in the ban. That was back in 2019. As we know, as per ProPublica, 2 women already known have been, died because of this ban. Personally, I consider them state executions, but what do I know? Because it just seems that way. And women can get reproductive health in Georgia, 6-week mark. Well, the thing about it, though, is that those lawsuits still went back to McBurney. And so what he did, it took him a while because he's the one on the Fannie Willis case on Donald Trump. He's the one overseeing the RICO case. He did a 40-page ruling on this, basically setting it up for the Supreme Court probably to have to approve it. I don't have faith in it because these guys are ideological pigs. But what he said was that in the Georgia Constitution, it is specifically grants rights to all Georgians for their privacy way beyond the U.S. Constitution. So you understand that Roe v. Wade was an interpretation of privacy and wasn't really spelled out in the Constitution about privacy rights. The Georgia Constitution is pretty specific, and that's what he did, and he poked at the Supreme Court at it, saying that you did it for Roe v. Wade, but you did not take in consideration privacy that Georgia's Constitution lays out. And if we're going states by state, and the other states are, like what's going on in Florida, Missouri, and in Kansas, where they enshrine those privacy rights specifically for reproductive rights, because there was no privacy rights in those constitutions, we don't have to vote on this because it's already enshrined in the Georgia Constitution way above the U.S. Constitution. So, like, state constitutions usually don't override the U.S. Constitution unless their rights are similar. So what he's doing is basically saying the Georgia Constitution not only is in the same vein the U.S. Constitution about privacy, but it specifically gives it to us in the state. This happened late today. The screaming and the gnashing of teeth and the ripping out of hair should start in a few minutes and tomorrow morning. But it kind of shows you that there are some judicial people who actually think as legal minds, not freaking politicians. Yeah, I know he'll get whacked saying that, well, he's legislating from the bench. No, he isn't. He's making a judgment on the legislation you guys in the House, on the State House and the State Senate put out, and saying, nope, you're violating the Constitution, which is his job. Now, I don't have hope with the state constitution following him. I think they will overrule it, but I'm hoping for a miracle that maybe they will look at the law, at the actual constitutional law in Georgia, and set aside their, going to church during the week bullshit and actually rule on the rule of law, unlike the U.S. Constitution, who decided that precedent means less than Christian nationalists and their religion, which should not be part of any kind of decision. So it's a win. The other win I heard too is that in Ken Paxton got slapped by another district judge about his election, his election watch, his election terrorist team that's been chasing people down about registration. Told him to stop that shit. So we're 2 for 2 today. How long it lasts, we don't know, but it's a good sign. I'm not saying it's the only sign. We still have to vote blue to kind of codify Roe v. Wade so that his decision will stand, because not only is it Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of Georgia demands it, the privacy for reproductive rights for women, but also it's the law of the land everywhere in the United States. All right, well, that's a plus. Let's take a win when we get it. Have a good day.